Hey guys, and welcome to Middle Age Chill. I'm Zix. This is the stream for tonight, and I'm sorry to be getting started late, but I had some technical difficulties for which I apologize. And hopefully, we'll get kicked off here and run till our 10 o'clock scheduled time, or 9 o'clock scheduled time, and probably an hour beyond. I think we may go to 10 to make up for it. So, that being said, let's get everything loading up. Uh, go. And so, just to kind of pick up where we left off on our last run through, a brief overview of the project for those that have not followed along before. The idea is to take this kind of tower esque layout that I have already mapped out through all the Z levels, and I want to build a continuous tower from down in magma to level all the way up to the sky. It's probably going to take a while, and I intend to do this all vanilla with no mods, and we'll see how much my sanity is affected by doing that. But also, we'll be using the vanilla soundtrack from the game, so at least for a little while, hopefully everybody enjoys listening to that. But if it begins to get old, we may indeed change over to something else. Although I do feel like the volume is just a little loud, so let's take that down some, just a touch. Probably right in there. Hopefully that's a little better. It was a little loud for me. So a recap of what happened last time, just really quickly. We did get started with the fort. We're up to 21 doors. We've had 2 migration waves. We've got our farms set up. We've got a little bit of our defensive work going. We did have a little trouble with water, which we're working on because I chose a bad spot to dig out the aquifer. But hey, what are you going to do? We got some bedrooms started, as I'm sure you can see here. And other than that, I think we're just kind of cruising along and hoping for the best. So, the first order of business tonight is to get something done with this hateful aquifer that's been fighting with me. And I think at this point, I have no choice but to dig out these 2 Z levels above me. I think that's just kind of where we are, and that's what we're going to have to do. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started on that. And first step there would be to get this one section of wall out and get started digging. And I'm going to zoom back in a little bit so the text is a little bigger and get going. Of course, it is winter time. Just kicked over. We're still in year 250, so. And we are going to try in just a moment to get some stonework set up here. Got a place down here for a mason shop. I think we may as well go ahead and get that going because we need some stone blocks. We're running through logs pretty fast. Go ahead and make it out of that. I'm sure I have a stone worker. But just for safety's sake, let's look at got nothing. Go to that unit. He's not the one that's hurt, is he? We got too many people fishing, I can tell you that much. Let's see what kind of woodworking. He's a woodcutter. We can turn that off for him, and let's make him a mason. I think that should be fun. Now set up a job with the manager to make rock blocks. Let's do 5 of them. And conditions would be, of course, we would want to have, let's say, 50 non-econ hard rock. And let's do a product. We want to keep at least 50 of those around at all times, and we probably better set up a stockpile for it. We'll do that up on one of the uppers. And let's start, now that we got this nightmare going. Actually, let's channel this out. It's going to be a long, slow process. Such is life in Dwarf Fortress. Would be a good place to put our block stockpile. I think we're safe to go ahead and turn off. We could go ahead and mine out this area. I believe to all be sand. It'd be a great place to put our block stockpile. So. We're going to continue to have that water problem until we get something done with this aquifer, so a lot of the stream tonight will probably involve a lot of working on this water issues. Seem to be doing okay on food. Our flooding problem is starting to get a little bit out of hand here, though, so to keep a close eye on that. Put this next section of floor in. Be careful to remember, though, that we do have some stairs there that, oh, and I did it anyway. Take that to get that designation for the stairs taken off. Oh no, that's fine. We got that one place there that's not stairs. That's cool. Let's go ahead and put our floor back. I'm not sure why it's saying we have no access. Oh, I know why. It was right there. We need some floor. So let's get that going. Should now be able to get all this put in. We can continue to keep up with the demand for blocks. Which are actually pretty fast to make. You got somebody cranking them out all the time. We should have 2 more spots. Oh, I don't know what I just did there. Let's cancel that. I think I may have used unprocessed. So we have at least solved the water problem in the room we were having all the water problems with eventually. So that's comforting. Now we just got to get rid of this next part. Let's go ahead and redesignate. Since we hit the damp stone and got stopped. Not be able to get it all done in blocks. I'm going to keep using logs just because we need to keep this moving. And then we'll come back and take those out later on. And that would be a great room to put our block stockpile in. So let's paint that. And let's get our... let's call that Control N. That's where our Legos is what I like to call the blocks will go. And let's eliminate anything going in there except stone clay block. Excellent. Here I'm marking channel here. This work is certainly going faster than the work went last time. I feel like I was working on this fort. I think this aquifer is going to be about 3 Z levels deep, so. Got a few blocks we can throw in there. All right. Continuing onward. Let's check our announcements and make sure nothing serious has happened since the last time I looked. Of course, right now the ticker's not really going fast enough to lose track of it, so. Now that I'm starting to get close to the edge, I think I better size this off the room below just so I don't mess up and do things I don't want to do. We're not getting a lot of takers for the mining, so. I think our miner must be getting pretty close to legendary. He's getting really fast anymore. We got 8 diorite blocks. Let's use those, and let's use this 4 granite blocks. Was enough to finish that out. Excellent. Good. Still got a couple granite blocks left, and 1 log. We should have plenty of beds. I don't think we're going to need to cut trees for a little while till we start getting our metal industry going. And let's go ahead and set ourselves up. Let's mark this mining that we need to do. That feels like one too far, idiot. Okay, try that again with more accurate marking. There's the corner of the wall that we need. It should go to right there. We would also want to just mine all of this out while we're at it. There we go. Got goals to work on. Once we establish this perimeter, it'll be a little easier to mark up the apparently that's the end of the aquifer there. We must have a little bit there because we're back in some damp stone. All right, so now we can build our walls. Should go all the way to there. Sometimes the water makes that a little hard to see. We'll have to leave a gap there so that we don't get the inaccessible area warning. Same thing on this side. Let's let him get those dropped in, and then we can also designate. I need to be careful with this stair because that's a carved stair. Let's just do this for now so I don't mess up. There we go. Certainly making progress. I just hope that I don't get sieged before we get the water situation dealt with, because I'm honestly neglecting defenses just a little bit to try to get the flood stopped. So. So far, so good. Let's get our floor in where we needed you. Although at this point, I think we need to go ahead and drop these constructed walls. So let's designate that. Those don't need to be there anymore. And then carefully channel out around them to get rid of those little sections of the aquifer. lots of damp stone there. Almost through all the construction, so I am going to go ahead and mark around these stairs because that needs to come out. Let's get that floor put in. Uh-oh. Well, I hope no one was injured. Let's see. We've got a couple knocked out. But we do have a hospital set up, so that tells me we're probably... Well, maybe not. No, the stairs are still there, so... It's interesting. So we need a set of floor here. This floor has been removed by the collapse. This floor blocked. What's got that blocked? Must not have access. That's the problem. And I think we also need a section of floor right there. That'll probably have to do until we get some of that built and get some access. So they may have they did suspend that. Let's go ahead and mark everything up that's not... I'll have to remember to take that off. I'm just going to mark this all up. And let's take the designation back off that section because we don't want to knock our stairs out. Don't feel like must have. Okay, so there's some open space right there. We have to build a floor in. Also need to get our floor put in here. Got that all built already. Oh, I think that's probably just an access issue there. Nope, I had one in there that I'd already built that I'd not noticed. Two sections right here, and then we'll try to square this back up a little bit because it's kind of getting a little inky trying to build it without knowing where the edges are, so section there, we got a section there. That section of floor should be all built. We'll need a small bit here and over here. And now let's make our removal marking a little Water situation is definitely getting better. Slowly but surely. Alright, that all seems good. We got to build one small spot of floor right there. And one small spot of floor there. And that should get us back on a square pattern so I'm not losing my mind trying to determine where they need to channel. And let's mark that up. Excellent. And we can go ahead and... Nope. I did that all kinds of wrong. There we go. Had my finger on the shift keys. Must have not noticed that I had it on. I did have it on marker only over there. We've got some blue on that side. Let's get rid of that. Good old damp stone. Nothing quite as fun. So let's wall up this section. At least our block production's starting to catch up a little bit, so go Masons, go. You'll need a log right there. Let's put a section of floor in. Excellent. I think we need, while I'm thinking about it though, to give them a second to get some blocks worked up. Watch for that block job completed announcement to go by. Not sure why I had the tab menu so big. That was not a great idea on my part. Alright, so now let's go ahead and get our build and destroyer defenses in place here. We want a bridge that raises down. We only need 3 granite blocks, so excellent. And let's go ahead and do a lever. Let's stick that down here somewhere. Our food stockpile looks like it's getting a little overwhelmed. We should probably do something about that. Let's go down here and do another food stockpile. Put that right here in the sand. And let's make sure that that gives to our steel. And let's also make it give to this stockpile. We're going to have to start making some bags because I see seeds everywhere. So we got our floor all built. Go ahead and reactivate that section. May as well let them grab these two little spots of the wall while we're at it. Just in case we run out of damp stone, although I don't think we will anywhere on this old Z level. Look to be consistent light aquifer all the way across at Embark, so I would imagine this entire Z level is probably watered. Get our walls and floors placed. We're getting close. We're almost there. Let's check ourselves, even though I've got it pretty clearly marked. Let's make sure we're not getting out of bounds. That looks right. Hit the wrong button. That's right. That's right. Excellent. Did they suspend my floor construction? It looks like they may have. Nope, they just had to go fetch the logs. Got this layer of floor. Wall. We may as well go ahead and get while we're doing the floor. And then we need to designate this back corner to mine or back wall. And then we got one more level. Alright, so we got to do the end pieces of the wall first. Let's make sure we do those out of stone blocks. So, pain in the butt. We gotta leave a gap. And squeeze one more on the end there while we wait on everything to get built. Let them work on that. We will see if we got somebody lurking around that wants to link up our bridge here. Front gate. Let's find our lever and make sure that we title that lever front gate. We want to link this up to the front gate. Two mechanisms. There you go. We're in business. Fix our gap that we left. And they're also done on this side, so we may as well get that designated. Oh, it's too much water. Shame on me. I had to wait. Must have been up to 2 there. And let's try that again. There we go. So this room is drying up well. This room is drying up well. Let's just monitor this situation for a second and see if we need to go up another level. It looks like we do, because I'm seeing a lot of twos moving around in that flood field, which means it's coming in from the ceiling here. So I think those are built stairs. Let's take a look. Are those built stairs? Yes. And these are not. Let's start up here. And now that they've got a place to take those stairs out, let's get rid of that. Hopefully we don't have any injuries. I think I had an injury the last time I took one of these out. Alright, so let's build our up-down stair to replace that. Let's go ahead and mark this all for channel. Well, that took an interesting turn. That's not how I expected them to handle that situation. Got it on seasonal save, so we got to sit here and wait on the save to make its mark. So, you know, just in the event that I have a power flash or something, not that I would ever. My intention is to play this as though there is no save, but since it's being streamed and it's intended to be a series, I thought it might behoove me to at least turn on the save in case I had a power flash. Alright, back to the floor building. I think there must have still been some construction there or something, because I missed a couple spots. The deal. Let's make sure we're in a activated square. Okay. Not sure what happened, but we'll get it all fixed right here. It's easier if you can kind of keep them digging in a square. It is for me easier for my sanity if I can keep them kind of digging in a square, but plus it's a little easier to avoid the dreaded cavern collapse as well. Got to get them trued up a little bit here. So let's just reactivate anything that's not a. There we go. try to get a nice square that we can just build floor around dugout. Back to floor building. Use a few logs here too. I think that should be everything. And I am actually going to try to fix this square this time because it's getting more and more out of whack. Not sure how. I guess I should have waited until I got that one stair removed, I think is what caused most of my problem. Let's see what the water situation looks like down here. It's still flood filling down, so, and it does not seem to be drying up in this room, so I'm guessing it almost has to be coming from those stairs, because everything else is constructed. To the best of my knowledge, I'm going to confirm that right now. Yes. And everything down here is constructed. So hopefully, once we get this room up here dealt with, there should be no more place for the aquifer to haunt me. Room for a whole run of floor there. We just need one in that corner. Yeah, now we're getting our square trued up a little bit here. We gotta have one more block though, and I think that should be it. As long as we mark this in a square, I think that should get us straightened out. Got to do some trap building here too. You see. Yeah, I think everything that's still happening down on that level is coming from these walls as we dig them out. Because I just saw some flood fill just now as I was having between these to get the floors placed. So going to feel pretty sweet once we win that minor victory. Of course, there's still 4 more spots as we expand later on that we'd have to clean up, but while they're building that, let's go down and take a look at our stone reserves. We still have quite a bit. I think we probably should get our mason also working on, let's see, manager. We need to do rock door. Let's do 2 at a time. Probably want to have at least 30 rock before we start on that. Amount of rock doors is at most 2. Go. That way we can get some doors going on these bedrooms. Which have been highly neglected while dealing with the aquifers, so I do have to admit. I start to see small areas of evaporation all the time there. And then just when I think it's going to dry up, what's the lower level look like? Still quite a bit of water coming down there. So let's see, where is the wet wall? Can't be there. We've got it all fixed up. This is all constructed. This is all constructed. Yeah, I think we're flying. It just takes one, though. It just takes that one spot. Looks like we're out of damp stone up here in several places. So my theory about the full Z level of aquifer was obviously wrong. Oh, and I've also mined instead of channeled, which is 4-4. Let's fix that right now, because we're just mining for no reason. There's where we actually need to be. You're right there. All right. Obviously did not do that right. Go back and reset that. Much better. Just hoping for no collapses. Alright, so we got some floor to build here. Oop, one too many. I was a little too far there. Get all of that in. Get all of that in. And we should be able to get all of this side in. There we go. We do appear to be evaporating now on this level, so that's excellent. we were until we dumped all that water that just leaked out of the walls up here down in there. But oh, we're getting kitties. While we're in the announcements, let's scroll back up and make sure we didn't miss anything because we're on a new page. Looks good to me. While we're at it, let's finish out some of our traps. Cage trap. Cage trap, cage trap. I always alternate stone fill with then cage, and then here I would cage this way. Ultimately, we will have a ballista sitting there too if everything goes according to plan. Drink looks good. Still don't have a bookkeeper. Probably ought to assign somebody to that too, but uh-oh, we got a mood. I almost guarantee you I don't have the workshop he wants. Probably going to be Crafts Dwarf, so let's go down. And here in the bottom of the pit, which is right now just a flood zone. Let's build a Crafts Dwarf workshop. I would guess that is what he's looking for. Yeah, there we go. Just hope there's somebody that has at least a craft that can get put together. Nope, wasn't what he was looking for. He's a metalsmith, so I guess we're probably going to have to build a forge, which we don't have any charcoal, so that's going to be a problem. So let's build a wood furnace first. And let's build a smelter first. And I guess we may as well throw down a stone stockpile right here for metal ore, which thankfully we have some temp ore. And let's disable everything that's not ores. Oops. Let's let them get all that handled. And I guess we could go ahead and build the metalsmith's forge just so we know what the guy's looking for. At least he'll tell us. So let's throw that in right there. Alright. And we'll jump back up to take a look at our very near completion aquifer removal project, which is went over time and over budget, as is the nature of most projects, right? One off there. Okay. Let's also designate our mining that we need to do. migrants have arrived. How helpful. This should be the big push of migrants too, right? I think this is the big 32 to 40, you know, the big one you get, third or fourth one in, so. Here they come. Let's see what all we get. Quite a few. Wait for them all to go by because I have to remember to. Uh-oh, we have a guild hall established too, so. Let's put their critters where they belong. We got a lamb, there's a gobbler, and a keet. We may as well put that all up there together. Let's go figure something out on this ranger guild. Let's find a place that's... Let's do... In anticipation of them demanding a guild hall, let's go ahead and mine this out and get somebody smoothing that. And also, I need to put these. I forgot when I did this quick fort setup. You put in my up down stairs in the middle here. While I'm thinking about that, I better do that because I'm going to have to build a bunch otherwise. Because I forgot to set them when I carved out. And we can go ahead and turn that marker. They'll be useless there, but at least they'll be there when I do need them. And that way we can put our guild hall there. How's our keep the metalsmith from going crazy project going down here? Surely we have a wood burner, but we don't appear to. We can fix that. Let's just go ahead and set this guy to wood burning. So he'll get that furnace built. Do we have a smelter? Probably not. This animal trainer probably is a good candidate for that, since there's no animals to train at this particular moment in time. Furnace operating. Get our smelter going. The water situation is resolved. Excellent. Could ask for no better. Still going to mine these walls out since we'll do that at some point anyway. We're already this committed. And get them rebuilt. But there's the guild hall request. We'll do our best for you guys. It's going to be a lot of pause and recentering here for a while. And then we should be able to concentrate fully on our guild hall. Alright, I think I am going to hold off on building the walls right now just so we get some focus on this guild hall. But we do have to get them some stairs down to that. So, let's do... Downstairs, we're going to have to trim off this. Got a little too much stockpile here. Get that out of the way. Let's get our downstairs built. We need to get upstairs designated. Actually, probably the better play here. Well, those will probably be watery too. Now, there's no aquifer here. Let's just mark out this whole project. We get them working on that because we got to get some space mined out for this guild hall. We have plenty of crafters. Now we can actually start working on things like bedrooms and all of that now, and defenses and important stuff like that. Now that we finally got the whole aquifer situation straightened out. And bedrooms tend to lead to happier dwarves. My method of tracking how many beds I need when I am playing without hack or something like that to kind of keep track of all that for you is to just, as I make the bedroom, assign them and go through and check periodically to make sure that I have all of my available assigned. And then I always make my bedroom patterns in even divisions of 10, so there's 20 per Z level once they're all mined out. Oh, joyful. How nice to have a count this early in the game. So, okay, well, we'll start working on trying to get that sorted out. Going to be a lot of unmet demands there, that's for sure. Let's see what's going on here. So we're waiting on masonry and our mason's tied up. We're waiting on architecture. Let's see. We probably need to pick somebody. I think we're probably going to lose this. I don't think we're going to make it in time for our metalsmith. It's really not looking good. Architecture for that guy. Turn on masonry and see if we can get him to go build those workshops. Got the smelter up and going. We'll also have to turn on metalsmithing for somebody. We don't need that many people fishing. But since this guy's standing around doing nothing, let's pick him. We'll make him a metal crafter. So now we need to... Nope, not ash. Sorry. Let's just let that repeat for a second. And we also need to figure out somewhere for metal bars and charcoal to live. So let's just stick that right there for right now and call that temporary foundry bars. Metal bars are fine. We don't have any of that other stuff. That's fine. We won't have any of that either. Just turn it off. We're going to give to the smelter, and we're going to give to the metalsmith, which the guy's getting ready to claim. And we're going to cross our fingers that give here and wait on some charcoal to be made. We also need to do a wood stockpile for the furnace right here somewhere, and all that wood charcoal logs and give to the wood furnace. All right, let's see if we make it for this guy or not. What does he even want? Let's see if there's even any hope. He really just needs metal bars. So if we can get some metals or some bars smelted. We do actually have logs. Thought I might need to cut some trees. Did he cancel it? He did. Repeat. We can just burn up all the logs right now if we need to try to save this poor necromancer who's going to go insane very shortly. Melt native gold, repeat. All right, fingers crossed. Let's see if this works out. There's always a hope, right? Always a hope. Definitely going to come down to the wire. We made it, so one less dead dwarf. Looks like they're still loading cage traps and doing all kinds of. Have we got 2 necromancers now? Yes, we've got 2 necromancers. Alright, so crazy dwarves and their moods notwithstanding, none of this matters if we get obliterated by the first goblin siege. So let's turn our attention towards some defenses at this particular moment in time before we end up regretting that. Nice to see all the water going away. Of course, we've still. Oh no, we don't need floor. We need wall now. Still got to get all this boxed in because it's going to continue to weep and leak and so on and so forth until we get all of this sealed up. Making progress on the area for the guild hall. I do want to get rid of these up down ramps because those look distasteful. And we don't have that much gold ore to smelt, so let's just let that run its course. A gold ring, excellent. All right, $1 million question. I guess we can just do a stone pile let's just put one right here, a big one for now. And let's call this. Right now, we're going to move all this around. So let's call that Temp Crafts non-econ. Forbid. Get rid of everything but economic stone. We're going to give to the Crafts Dwarf shop. We want to go ahead and make rock mugs times 20 so folks have got something to drink out of. And we want to make a rock pedestal to display our beautiful new artifact ring on. Let's make one of those. And we need to get our poor, long-suffering mason, who I'm sure is happy with his overworked state, going on some chairs and stuff too, so. Because we're going to need statues and tables for our new guild hall if we're able to make that requirement in time. It's going to be tight, but who knows? We'll see. We've got an awful lot of animals. Hold on, something feels wrong here. Yes, there are other pages. I forgot that I needed to scroll. The bunny, the reindeer. We can leave the cats down there. Alright. We also need to manage your wooden wheelbarrow. We make one. Let's say amount of wheelbarrows is at most 2. That way we get some wheelbarrows, these stockpiles, and we don't have doors running around everywhere. Kind of lost the thread of what's what with stockpiles, so let's just cycle through them all and see where we need to assign extra wheelbarrows. Make that 3. We got this one needs to be 3, and we got this one which needs to be 3. That way we get some wheelbarrows moving around. Oh, and we need to do manager, wooden bin, 5 reagents. Probably ought to have at least 30 logs before we're making bins, and let's do empty bins is at most 10. Sounds good to me, so we can get some storage going. Looks like we've still got logs, so I'm not going to cut anymore. Alright, moving right along. Of course, half the logs that we cut are in floors, and we'll have to work through that slowly, but yeah, stone. I don't know what we were. Oh, they dug those stairs up. We'll monitor that and see if it begins to cause a problem, but I don't think it will. We can go ahead and get some folks smoothing on this side. See who all has it enabled. I have no idea. Could be a few. There's at least one, because we got one guy coming to work. And we need to do job manager. So we need to do rock throne. Make 2. Let's make that a higher number of products. Rock thrones is at most 2. Let's make that 4. And we need to do rock table. make 2 oh. I didn't hit my conditions first. Table. 2 conditions. Reagents. Let's make that 30. Product. Rock tables is at most 2. I think that works for me. That way we can start getting some furniture in our hall. Who have we got that? Let's see. This poor guy is fishing as a bone carver. I would put him as a stone detailer. Probably need a couple more. This guy has no job, so he's definitely a candidate. Well, we get some timely stone smoothing done here for our potential future guild hall. Oh, I forgot about the countess. We've still got to do something with that at some point. So we would make this a meeting hall, a location at a new location. And it was a ranger hall, if I remember right. Is that correct? Yes. And we would do 2 sides of this thing. Do this as well. Station. All right. We're making progress. I built so many floor sections that I can't stop. I keep wanting to go to floor there. There we go. That project is finally finished up. I was trying to figure out, did I accidentally... Oh, that's all seeds. So I'll tell you what we got to do. We definitely have got to get some cloth making going. So let's build a loom. Because we have got to get some bags. Pick a loom right here. Make a cloth stockpile. Oops. H cloth stockpile. Right there. Of course, it would give to the loom. I will turn off the auto loom all thread job because that just gets out of hand. Weave thread into cloth. Let's do that 5 times when we have at least 30 plant thread. Plant cloth is at most, let's say 50. And I do not appear to have so we need to do a order to process plants. Do it twice. Agents. When unrotten processable pig. Oops. Pig tail. I've got it on caps lock, I think. Nope, I just did the wrong button. So we want to do change material. Pig tail. Processable plants. Is at least 10. And then we would add delete, delete. Okay, we want to add reagent. And we want to do material, pig, tail. And then we would add an item condition, which is A. And we would add an item type, which is thread. We would add a material, which is pig tail. Thread. Is 10 is fine, at most 10. Let's look at the stocks. Why don't we have 10 pigtail plants? Because I feel like we should. Well, we don't know because we don't have a bookkeeper, but we can look in the kitchen. We got 30 pigtail seeds, but no pigtail plants, so they've all been brewed. Let's go up and take a look at our farms. Look like they might all be planted. We're on Plum Pimple, so we're going to be a little while getting the pigtail. But that's okay. We will get there. We've got to go up. And handle the water situation. At least we'll have stone blocks to do it with this time. So there's always that. We must have gotten out of the damp stone area. We're just going to let them go. Not for now. We will just wall this off because we're not ready to get into that level of complexity at this point in time. Then we'll have to do the same thing on this side. Hopefully we have had time to make at least one set of stone blocks. Did? I say that and then there was only one, so we'll have to wait on that section of wall. $443, so we're not doing too bad on the guild hall. Although we're going to have to find some folks to operate the clothing industry. I think we can cancel the charcoal job now, so let's get rid of that. That should be the only. I think we're in good shape there. For the time being. Let's go ahead and throw some doors in here, get some more bedrooms assigned. Dwarves that don't sleep on the cold floor are always happier. The Countess does not need a bed because we're going to be making her some very fancy digs relatively soon before she starts getting all feisty and mean. Fisher Dwarf is probably a good one to give a bed to since he's in and out of the weather a lot. Alright, let's go up and take a look at our furniture stockpile and see if we can... We got a little bit of stuff to work with, but... The fast and easy way to satisfy that Guildhall request is to just throw an artifact in there, which we just luckily just built. Let's throw some display furniture together. We'll stick it right there in that corner, and then we'll throw that artifact on there, and that should satisfy our agreement. And then we will make it a legit haul as we get more furniture made, because we've been stressed with the mason more so than normal with the whole somebody dug out the aquifer by accident too soon and got a flood started thing. I don't know who that might have been. But maybe in this last 15 minutes of the stream, we can actually get some tangible work done that's not working on that aquifer. You guys look like you need to be weavers, and you need weaving. And this other peasant that's standing around with no job probably needs to be a clothes maker. So let him do those. We can get these workshops built. How's the kitchen looking? Plenty of pigtail seeds, but are they out of season? Yep, it's still spring, so I think I just looked at that a second ago. Short memory span. Few more blocks ready. So we got a lot of mud to clean up from the whole early aquifer debacle, but what we also did was get a lot of the digging and architecture work done for bringing those levels through, which is it's kind of eat the frog, I guess, as the saying goes, because I despise doing that. It's one of the most tedious and meticulous kind of jobs there is digging through those sedimentary layers to get rid of them. So at least, even though we built a lot of it out of logs, at least when we come back through there to do the nice pass as we build the tower up, that one section will already be done, so can't complain too much. And we should be growing pigtails now, because I think that's our rolling into summer save there. Yep, it is now summer. Where are all the bins going? Are we not making bins? Yeah, they must just be getting used up somewhere else. Where are they sticking them? One more wall section. Tell you, this mason is a tired guy. Early on in these fortresses, they definitely get overworked. He would probably go faster if I was actually giving him stone from the stockpile, though. That would help immensely, I'm sure. Which I only just noticed in the situation that I had not been doing. So that probably has contributed a great deal to my slow masonry events. So there you go. Always check your stockpiles. Hopefully we get this last little bit of water sealed off with that wall that we just built. Is the mechanic not? He's got his. Where's that guy going with that stone? Need to follow the situation. Hopefully he's loading a stonefall trap or something, not going to a stone stockpile. Glad I decided to check that because I forgot to display our artifacts. So let's go down and do that, which should satisfy that guild hall agreement. There's a human on this artifact. A human who was killed by an Etten, no less, so... made the guild hall worth 72,000 dwarf bucks, so that certainly satisfied our agreement. Alright, so on to the next area of focus, which is our traps and defenses. Oops, wrong capital T. There we go. Let's just go wild with the traps. Traps, and more traps. And then I think we probably need to cut some trees because I'm seeing a pretty low amount of logs. I don't know, there's still quite a few there. Look in the stocks and see what we've got. We've got around 100. That's not bad. Oh gosh, I'm glad I looked at that. That would have been heartbreaking come siege time. Not that I think they would have gotten in that way, but let's just go ahead and use logs until we get a sufficient quantity of blocks built up. And that also means we probably need to just go ahead and cut down some of these trees. Let's cut those forward in. Yeah, we definitely need pigtails because we are overrun with with seeds because we have no bags. So we should be planting pigtail seeds now. Yep, planting all kinds of pigtails. So just to make that go a little faster, let's grab one of these other guys. How about you? What's your... I don't need a trapper. We need all that, but he's a wood burner and a shearer. But I think he should also be a farmer in the fields too. We want to make sure we have at least 2 going. So we're coming up on the end of the stream for tonight. If you've been following along, I want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Of course, this fort will be streamed 2 nights a week. Schedule's on my channel if you want to take a look. Be happy if you wanted to drop a follow on there so you get the notification when I do go live. Again, my name is Zix. The community I'm trying to build, gaming community for these games, I refer to as Middle Age Chill. You can find details about it at middleagechill.com. You can also check out the YouTube channel at it's Zix Middle Age Chill on YouTube, as you can see on the banner down there. You can also follow me on Twitter at ZixMAC, and you can find information about the Discord for Middle Age Chill and all the associated game servers and games and the FTP and all those things that I run by going to the website at middleagechill.com and clicking on the Discord link. You can also find that Discord link on the Twitch channel. So, drop by, check us out, say hi. It comes and goes, ebbs and flows, and I just remade the Discord, so there's not a lot of people on there right now. But yeah, feel free to stop by and check us out if you've enjoyed this stream, or if you think you might enjoy streams in the future. And hopefully we don't lose this fort very early on. Looks like we got to set some goals for the next time through, though. We got to finish up our traps and defenses. Maybe get our siege workshop up and going. We got the aquifer situation dealt with, but the cloth industry has got to be a focus when we come back next time. We kind of got a halfway middle industry going, but we got a lot of work to do to get industry set up. Still working on bedrooms. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do just to kind of get the basics of the fort set up. So still quite a bit of things to keep our attention when we come back next time. But again, thanks for watching, and if you're catching this later on VOD, thanks for sticking on this long and checking everything out. Hope you have a great week, and I'll see you guys on the next stream.